Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Trumpet's Call. I'm AmarYaH. I pray that you are holding on to faith, amunah, and holding on to hope during these times. Thank you for joining me once again on the channel and for another session of our Pagan Insertions in the Scriptures, Holiday Edition. Today's session, we will be talking about the holiday of Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day for many of you. You have been celebrating with your mother. You have been granting her flowers. Perhaps you gave her breakfast in bed. And so this is the day that we have been told historically that we are to celebrate our mothers. But is this scriptural? Is it biblical? Is this something that we're supposed to do as those who are striving to be in truth? Is Mother's Day pagan? Does it have pagan origins? Just about everything does in this world. So do you know whether or not Mother's Day is pagan? Where did it come from? Many of us don't have answers to these questions, but we're going to look into these things today and settle on an answer that I think that will help your soul to be at rest regarding whether or not to celebrate Mother's Day. Either way, we need to know. So let's get into it for today. We're going to be reading this article from the website Pagan Origins, and it is entitled The Pagan Roots of Mother's Day, a Historical Perspective. So right off the bat, we learn that Mother's Day has pagan roots. So let's look into it. Mother's Day is a special holiday that we celebrate every year to honor mothers and recognize the important role they play in our lives. But did you know that Mother's Day has a pagan origin? Mother's Day is a holiday celebrated annually in many countries around the world. While it has become a secular holiday in the modern era, its roots can be traced back to ancient pagan rituals. This article will explore the pagan origins of Mother's Day and how it has evolved into the celebration we know today. Pre-Christian pagan rituals. Ancient pagan cultures celebrated the spring season with festivals of fertility and motherhood. In many cultures, there was a strong emphasis on honoring mother goddesses such as Gaia, Rhea, and Sibyl. These goddesses were seen as the source of fertility, abundance, and protection. In ancient Greece, Rhea was celebrated on the 4th day of the month of Anthesterion, which is believed to have taken place in early spring. Rhea was honored with a festival that included sacrifices, offerings, and processions. In ancient Rome, Sibyl was honored with a festival known as Hilaria that took place in late March or early April. This festival celebrated the resurrection of Attis, a vegetation god who was believed to be the son of Sibyl. During this festival, a wooden pole was planted in the ground and decorated with ribbons and flowers. It seems like the May Day celebration that many celebrate today on May 1st. Let's continue. Christian influence on Mother's Day. The modern celebration of Mother's Day has its roots in Christian tradition. During the 16th century, Christians in Europe began to celebrate the Feast of Annunciation on March 25th. This feast commemorates the announcement by the angel Gabriel to the Virgin Mary that she would bear the Son of God. During the 17th century, this feast day was combined with the pagan rituals of honoring motherhood and fertility. This new celebration was known as Mothering Sunday, and it was celebrated on the 4th Sunday of Lent. On this day, children would bring gifts to their mothers and offer them special treats. So this is known as syncretism, brothers and sisters, when we take that which is pagan and we try to weave it into what was then known as Christianity or some religion dedicated to a particular deity. So for us, we don't celebrate a religion, but when many of us were in Christianity, we understood that there were some feasts, holidays, celebrations that were pagan in origin that were woven into Christianity. And this is one of them. Let's continue. Modern Mother's Day. In the United States, Mother's Day was first celebrated in 1908. Anna Jarvis, a West Virginia woman, campaigned for the holiday to be recognized as an official day of recognition for mothers. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson declared the second Sunday in May as an official Mother's Day holiday. Today, Mother's Day is celebrated in many countries around the world. While the holiday has become increasingly secularized, it still retains many of its pagan origins. Many people still honor their mothers by giving them gifts and offering them special treats in recognition of their love and sacrifice. Conclusion. Mother's Day is a holiday that has its roots in ancient pagan rituals. While the modern celebration has become increasingly secularized, the pagan origins of the holiday are still evident. So, according to this article, there are pagan origins of Mother's Day, and I think we all understand that many of the things that we do in this current culture, in this current society, not just in the United States but around the world, is steeped in ancient paganism. So we're going to read a little bit more about it in this article entitled Pagan Christian Holidays. And it reads, Christian holidays are ancient pagan feasts that were ushered in by the Roman Catholic Church during the rule of Emperor Constantine. Constantine was a pagan follower of Mithras who had what he thought was a Christian experience that led him to victory in battle. He wanted to unite his empire, both Christian and pagan, together in a universal Catholic church or religion. He achieved this by taking ancient wisdom and spirituality from multiple civilizations and beliefs and then rewriting history and renaming pagan feasts with Christian names. This began at the Council of Nicaea in 325 CE. And I have done a video about this topic, so if you'd like to learn more about it, you can check out that video. Let's continue. Mother's Day dates back to ancient cultures in Greece and Rome. In both cultures, mother goddesses, or the Queen of Heaven, were worshipped during the springtime with religious festivals. The ancient Greeks paid tribute to the powerful goddess Rhea, the wife of Cronus, known as the Mother of the Gods, or the Queen of Heaven. And Cronus is also known as Saturn. Similarly, evidence of a 3-day Roman festival in mid-March called Hilaria to honor the Roman goddess Magna Mater, or the Great Mother, dates back to 250 BC. As Christianity spread throughout Europe, the celebration of the Mother Church replaced the pagan tradition of honoring mythological goddesses. The fourth Sunday in Lent, Weeping for Tammuz, yes, Lent is associated with Weeping for Tammuz. It's a pagan celebration, a pagan holiday, and we should have nothing to do with it. A 40-day fasting period before Easter became known as Mothering Sunday. To show appreciation for their mothers, they often brought gifts or a mothering cake. See Jeremiah 7:18. And over time, it began to coincide with the celebration of the Mother Church. Mother's Day always falls on the second Sunday of May, and like so many other holidays rooted in pagan sun worship, including Father's Day, which always falls on the third Sunday of June, usually fall on the day named in honor of their most powerful god, the sun. And if you'd like to read more, you can check out the link at the end of the page. Whether we want to accept it or not, all modern holidays have some basis in pagan rituals and pagan holidays in the past. And so that is why the Most High is telling us to come out of Babylon, come out of the world, and don't do the things that they do. Don't practice the holidays that they practice. Don't eat what they eat. Don't drink what they drink. Don't wear what they wear. Don't celebrate who they celebrate. We're also going to be looking at this article entitled The Pagan Roots of Mother's Day, Celebrating the Divine Feminine. And that is exactly what this is about, celebrating the Divine Feminine, as we learned in the previous article, the Queen of Heaven. We're going to begin reading with the first and the last sentence on this page. Mother's Day is a well-known holiday with significant spending on gifts, flowers, and dining out. The pagan roots of Mother's Day can be found in many ancient, earth-based spiritual practices and traditions that honor the divine feminine thousands of years before the modern event. Ancient origins, mother worship in pagan cultures. The adoration of motherhood is as old as human civilization. Goddess worship was embedded in most pre-Christian religious traditions, with female deities often associated with fertility, nature, and the cycles of life. Evidence suggests that these practices existed as early as the Upper Paleolithic era, with stylized depictions of the female body found on cave floors. As these ancient cultures shifted from their traditional nomadic lifestyles to permanent living areas, goddess worship continued. Some examples are the Great Mother Goddess, or versions of what we might call Mother Nature today. Many of these goddesses were directly tied to fertility, creation, and nurturing. It's no surprise that the rituals and sacred days for these celebrations would take place in spring, in perfect alignment with spring, the season of renewal and rebirth. Some notable examples of maternal worship help to validate this claim. In ancient Phrygia, modern-day Turkey, the goddess Sibyl was worshipped as a powerful maternal figure. Her cult later spread to both Greece and Rome, where she was honored in spring festivals. Hilaria, a Roman festival, included offerings to the goddess, parades, and traditional games in Sibyl's honor. Another Roman festival is Matronalia, one dedicated to Juno, the goddess of women and childbirth. The day included gifts to mothers and wives, plus prayers for fertility and health. In Greek mythology, Gaia, the Earth Mother, and her daughter Rhea, the mother of the Olympian gods, were also revered. Spring festivals were often held in their names to mark the Earth's fertility and cycles of life. So we see this consistent pattern of springtime worship of the Mother Goddess, the feminine mystique, and the concepts of fertility. We see that represented in the celebration of Easter after the goddess Ishtar. So once again, Mother's Day, such as it is, such as we have come to know it to be, is just a stylized version or a modern day version of the worship of the feminine divinity, the worshiping, the elevating, the lifting up of women. And we are not instructed to celebrate women over men over the Most High. We are called to worship Yahuwah, not one another. So this need to pick a day to lift up women or mothers or even fathers for that matter, it's not biblical, and we should not engage in these practices. In addition to that, the scripture teaches that we are to honor our father and our mothers every day, not just one day a year with special gifts and special honors and flowers and breakfast in bed and these things. These are steeped in paganism, and we need to come out of Babylon and all of her ways and all of her systems and all of her holidays. We need to leave these things behind. And many of you, in truth, you have shunned other holidays, but Mother's Day, you hold on to. It's become like a sacred cow to you. You've got to let these things go. We have no business celebrating the holidays of the people who have colonized us and enslaved us. It's time to let it go. In 1 Yochanan, chapter 2, we read, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passes away, and the lusts thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Father, Yahuwah, abideth forever." What is the will of the Father? The will of the Father is for us to keep his feasts. There are 7 of them. And as we keep his feasts, we honor him. We are under no obligation nor instruction from the Father to keep the feasts of those who have captured us and hold us captive in many parts of the world, scattered throughout the world. Why would we want to keep the feast of those who are our colonizers and our enslavers? We need to do better. We need to let go of these things and follow Yahuwah in his way. So I pray that as you have heard the evidence that's been presented in this video, You will make a change. You'll make a shift. Honor your mother every day. Honor your father every day, not just one day per year. Don't follow after the ways of the pagans. Follow Yahuwah in his way. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining me once again on the channel and for another session of our Pagan Insertions in the Scriptures Holiday Edition. I pray that Abba has spoken, and now that he has spoken to your hearts, I pray that you will walk in what you know to be right and what you know to be true. May the Most High Yahuwah Baruch and keep you, brothers and sisters, bless and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may he lift up his countenance upon you and grant you shalom, peace in every area. And I pray that the eyes of our understanding would continue to be open and enlightened so that we might know what the will of the Father is for us. Halal Yahuwah. Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom, shalom.